doing the setup. Doing the setup. Must be any second. Good now. I'm watching. There's a little bar that shows you. Okay, your hand is about to start. Brilliant. Oh, ad starts in 55 seconds. I might as well just start starting soon. I'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Sorry, I figured I might as well just go straight to... Oh, actually, I just need to mute something very quickly. Hold on. Well, you're going to get double sound. So I had to just make sure that was muted. Yeah, hey, welcome to stream RBVJ. And today we're going to carry on with this randomizer, which I need to turn the volume down slightly. Wait a second. Maybe that's better. Yeah, we started a randomizer because looking at the Octopath Traveler, we are making reasonable progress. We're in the final chapter. I wanted to just take a day off. Obviously, it takes 2 to finish one of these, so 2 days off. But we're going to carry on. We've got one more medallion to find. We do need quite a few items, if you can see above. Yeah, above. There we go. You'll see, and you can see on the screen over that way. God, I'm so bad at the arrow pointing. Look that way as well, you can also see it. But effectively, we need one more medallion. We are lacking the light arrows. We are lacking the boots, the sinking boots specifically. And we're also lacking the tunic. There are other items that are potentially required. Like, we might need a reflective shield. We might need hover boots. We might... Kokiri Sword we probably get away with. But we might need some of those things potentially as well. Skull color wise, I'm on 29, so we're 1 away from that as well. So we definitely want to check the 30 reward, but we're going to crack on. We haven't got an advert for another 54 minutes, so yeah, let's do it. And we're going to start in the fire temple. So according to the map, there isn't really much left to do as child. There's like 3 checks left. In fact, one of them is 10 big pose, which isn't even a child check. One's mask, which I turned off, and one's frog game, which I'm turning. Yeah, so that isn't even a check. So really, bottom of the well is the only other one. Okay, yeah. Well, let's carry on in 3, 2. What? There we go. We're in Fire Temple, as said. Yeah. Harry say fairer than that. There should be a scuttle in this room actually, so that'll be a 30th one at least. Nice. Well, not in this room, the next room, but yeah. I wasn't even aiming at that one, but yeah, great. Oh, that's nice. Nice to actually come and tap me for once. There we go. So yeah, it's been a reasonably good sea to us for the most part, but we do still need to. Okay, we do still need to find these last remaining items so we can get to the water temple. You could argue we might get a gold water temple, but we do still need the whatchamacallit. The whatchamacallit being the boots. We might not need the Zora tunic actually. That is a possibility. Let's RNG that. I'll just be a bit beside. It's easy to do that. You can actually catch up, but I never did. And that's also that's probably the worst RNG actually. How did I miss that? Okay. Let me just check my dungeons. Adult, we are in Fire Temple. That would be the Flare Dancer chest. I would do this one first because we've got the means to do it. technically these are like the last chests you do, I guess, in the vanilla, because you get the hammer on top, so you have to come back down. You have to do them. Ooh, I went the wrong way. Brilliant. Yeah, of course you need a hammer for this. So I like how it double checks you've got a hammer at this point. Like, you better have a hammer, even though you just used one to get here. Having 2 keys is a reasonable start. Usually bodes well. Means we probably won't have to go against Volvagia at this rate, but we still want to go over and check this out. The Art Hover Boots, this is a little bit harder. It's not stupidly harder. You can still fully clear it. But as long as... Oh, actually, that's not strictly true. As long as the key logic works in our favour. Which it should. Wow, that. Right. I think because we've got all the items we need other than boots, we should be okay still. Oh, because we've got Song of Time, actually, yes. It's because we've got Song of Time, we're okay. Because we can actually move the block instead. So we can go around the long way, use the Song of Time. But it is quite useful to have the hover boots in this particular dungeon, I would say. Let me just confirm I got my 30 as well on the Storytellers. Just double check. Yeah, okay. Cool. Because there's one up there as well. Okay, so this is the near boss chest. This is the big lava room. Blow out the door chest. Very specific names, I know. I did not do that, but okay. Hey, we saved one of them officially. Like I said, when I used to play this, I actually used to go all out and save them. I thought like you had. I kind of thought like you had to, I guess. Like saving them as was very important. So. It hurts. But we got the Goron tunic, so we should be good. I ended up not having to buy it because I knew where it was. It was actually an early item check as well, which is nice. Why have you been following him for so long? Right, we need a bomb here, right? Okay, let's see what we get here. Have a key. That keeps us going. That's okay. It means we've got enough to push through the next few rooms at least. Actually, when I get into the top section, thinking about it. We, of course, want to check every chest, but it is possible. Third key. We'll get one that gets us here. Then do this thing. You need another key, right? And then after that, there's one or two more. Oh man, so glad I got myself the camera latte before I start stream. I'll be honest, money's pretty tight this month, but I've budgeted till basically this weekend. Then this weekend I've got about 100 quid basically left in my name. Before I hit overdraft. Actually, that's about 120 because I've had to work out my bills as well. I've got bits of money spare from like the bills pile. So I've got about 120 actually. And I'm going Salisbury on Saturday and Deftones on Sunday and the video game market. I get paid on Monday though, so it's like okay. If I'm going to overdraft for a day, I had to budget my next month now to make sure that, like, after all the money, because there's a lot of things happening in July. A lot of things are happening in July. So I'm going to 2,000 Trees I am actually trying to sell my 4-day ticket still, so if anyone's interested in a 4-day ticket to Thousand Trees for £285 off of Dice, just send me cash and I'll send it to you via Dice, I guess, through the send to a friend method or whatever they call it. Otherwise, I'm reselling on the waitlist at the moment. Once I get that, I'm going to rebuy my ticket, but I'm only going to get a 3-day ticket instead of the 4-day ticket, so I'm going to go from Thursday. Because all my friends are going from the Thursday. I don't really want a Billy No Mate sit on the first day. I could possibly get away with it. I'm thinking more about the logistics of things like setting up tents and then friends arrive the next day and all that. 2 or 3 bands that I want to see. They're not bands that... One of them I can see in a couple of months anyway, the small venue London, so that's not the end of the world. The other 2, not so bothered about, I guess. Oh, where you're gonna go? That's so confusing. But because that cost me $285, I think it did. So my plan is, I guess I'm gonna sell my. I'm trying to sell it on the wait list anyway, regardless, right? So you know that's so someone will probably buy that again. Who's on the waitlist because somebody needs it, and the only problem with the waitlist is it goes one by one for everyone. I don't know if if we're trying to sell, other people trying to sell their tickets as well, so I might be waiting in a queue until mine's been released. So I need to wait for that to happen, and then once that happens, I'm going to buy a cheaper ticket off of Twickets or Tixel for the 4-day. So I'm going to get a cheaper one anyway because I'm going to buy it 4-day. And then as long as it's bought off of the source, I want the source to be Dice if possible. Then, because I think Eventbrite is okay too, and I guess they technically own C tickets now, so it's kind of like double legit. I never really used to like their tickets that much because the way it was like effectively paper print out tickets, PDF still in like 2023. I haven't used them since 2023. Hold on. Oh, there's still the shortcut one. No, shortcut's up here, isn't it? Ooh. But I got the boss key, didn't I? Oh, shit, man. So I'll go 5 Volvagia. Do I want to do that? I don't really want to do that, to be honest. So I might bow out early. So we've got Ice Cavern. We've got... What's good is adult. I think we do GTG, to be honest, at this point. I think we do GTG. What's the easiest way to get to GTG? What is actually the easiest way? It's probably this, weirdly. Yeah, I'm not fine for Volvagia to continue, but maybe trash when GTG's probably got a higher chance of good items for less effort. It made more sense because I could use a song, but that's kind of redundant now, so... Yeah, yeah, so I think it's £70 cheaper to go 4 days instead of 3 days instead of 4 days. So that's a big, huge start. Then if I could buy off of Tixel, Tixel or Twicket, as long as someone's selling cheaper, I might save even more money. It really depends on the situation, I guess. And as we're getting closer, more people start to snap up tickets because, you know, they might have got some time approved or whatever. And then on top of that, because I'm now going Thursday, I can actually get a lift from a friend. He'll be able to pick me up from High Wycombe, I think. Which is... It's out of London, but it's not far out of London. And it's a small enough town that he can just drive in, pick me up, and we'll be well on the way. Are you... You're an actual shiter. You're an actual shiter. Okay. I wonder if we can get the big pole to show up here. I always thought there was one near the castle. I know the one down here, but I hate the one down here. Stupid. Might just have to try it. Yeah, so hopefully I'll save like over 100 quid if that's the case, which I kind of need, to be honest, for 2000 trees. And then I've got to get my Art Tangent ticket still next month, so that's going to be fun. And how do you like back out? Like, the only way I can think of is maybe. It's such a stupid system. Sorry, sorry, Zelda fan. I know it's an old game, but I'm still bad critique. There we go. I hate them so much. I really do. Okay. I'm actually going to take this first. I think I might as well. Get this one out of the way. It is purely orphan. Like, nothing else is going to help us out. So yeah, let's take this back. And then we'll go do Gerudo. Fortress was barren, if I recall. Don't really need to do that. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, yeah, so I've still got my Art Tangent ticket, but I will probably buy that off of Twickets. If I can. That'll be good. Then save a bit of money there. And then I'm just trying to work out an optimal way to get to Bristol for Art Tangent. God damn it. I had a bit of faith in it, thinking that might actually do something. They look like arrows or something. Okay. Well, GTG it is. We can do everything in GTG, but the underwater toilet, whatever you want to call it. I forgot the song. Oh, I can show you that. We just can't really get the whatchamacallit, it's the rupees. It's a rupees. But yeah, so the coaches for Bristol are like £9 a turn, so that's not bad. There's just like, okay, you've got to Bristol, what do you do now? So we could do the shuttle bus in that is provided as part of the festival. Use could be a bit manic for it. And also we'd be going for the coach station, so I don't know how often we'd get a pickup for it, which would be a bit of a pain in the backside as well. Because like it starts at Temple Meads, which is the train station. I'm not going to trains like 85 quid and then add another 120 quid for travel. That's not good. There may be some alternatives for part-time to go with a friend, maybe, but that would mean having to go to a town down south like Salisbury, which I am going to weekend actually. Which the benefits of that means you're not going to be with a festival rabble, so there is upsides to that. The downsides are Sunday crowds could just be as busy. Yeah, they can be very notoriously busy this time of year, and August for Art Tangent. For Cheltenham, I'm getting a lift. Getting a lift back. How I'm going to get back, I haven't worked out yet. Because so this friend, he's coming down from Scotland actually, but he is English, so he's going to stay with his parents, which is why I'm meeting High Wycombe. It's like on the way. Parents live in the town, Islay or something. I don't actually know, but we worked out for me it's probably most direct to just go High Wycombe from Marlborough. I was like, I live in North West London. It really doesn't that much, to be honest. I could get the Elizabeth line to I don't remember where. I was gonna say Margate. I don't know. To this, one of the places near Reading, then change there to go wherever that town is. They're like 10 minutes. I'd be happy to do that. I'd be like, no, that's cool. I'll go High Wycombe. Okay. It gives me a bit more time to quote unquote wake up. I guess that's a good thing. So I want to get there early still. So there's lots of Thursdays when the bands truly start. 2,000 trees. Wednesday's like a warm-up day, so you still get bands. We don't need to pick up any items because it's Gerudo Fortress, right? So we don't actually go up there this time, which is nice. Yeah, I can't remember the lineup fully, like day by day. Actually, I know La Dispute playing twice, and I want to be at both of them. So that's kind of important. I want to see La Dispute. I want to see Legs on Fire. I want to see Stick to Your Guns. I want to see who else? Paris, Pavuris, Coheed and Cambria. I'm going to watch Taking Back Sunday. I'm going to watch with massive trepidation, but I am going to watch them. I was watching back some Reading 2008 footage because I've only seen them twice. Reading 2008 and Slam Dunk 2012 or 13. Maybe 2013 it would have been actually. And the first time, everyone said they were crap, but I've watched back like, no, they weren't bad. Maybe the sound was bad, but I wasn't stood with a lot. All my group wasn't stood with. I actually got into the pits early, and then like even friends went and got drinks and I never saw them again type situation, or we just, I don't know, it was something that, some reason why I didn't see them for a while, but I was in the pits anyway, so I was young with so yeah, this is still the olden days when I did actually pit. I still pit from time to time, but I don't pit like I used to. Although Reading pits weren't really that bad. They were sometimes in the lockup tent, I guess, but they were never really too bad on main stage. Except for Metallica one time. Oh, that Metallica 08 was chaos. I guess Rage Against Machine was kind of chaotic, but although I was really close to the front, I was like at the side, so I wasn't too crushed there, but they did have to stop crushing once or twice from Rage Against Machine. It was really good though. But yeah, Taking Back Sunday, I've seen, well, I could have watched them last year when we were young, but there was just other bands. Was it Silverstein? I think clashed with them. So it's like I was going to see Silverstein. Like, it's like even though I would say some of the like Taking Back Sunday songs are probably more iconic now. I know I'd rather choose a band playing Discovering the Waterfront and can still sing it consistently and well, and scream as good as they ever have, over a band where it sounds okay on paper, but the vocals are horrible. You know, not really a difficult decision, to be honest. And I think didn't Silverstein do a cover of Tell Your Friends as well? I think he did, and it was quite good. Me too. I'm really bad at remembering my geography here. There we go. Okay, this is cool. I thought I'd be the right one. But still over. Can't, aren't I? Will it? Did I? We're good. Okay. So yeah, Taking Back Sunday, Coheed and Cambria. This festival's always really excelled at like putting on those good alternative bands from yesteryear. Like they had a Thrice Jimmy Eat World year one year for headliners. That was really good. And they played Vesu. They didn't enjoy playing Vesu, but they did play Vesu. They clearly weren't enjoying, but it was a bit of a difficult one. I think they were more salty that they were like sort of still under contract to play it, but like it got cancelled 2021, I guess, because of COVID. It was still rife. So, or 22, it might even be 2020. It might have been 2021 that got cancelled. Either way, I feel like there were some contractual obligations that were still looming. From pre-COVID that they were obligated, and like they've moved on from Vesu by the stage again. That was my sort of perception, but they played it still, and they were fantastic. It just, when they did their little talky bit, and they didn't talk that much, they actually just got straight through it. Yeah, they didn't seem all that chuffed about playing it. I really like Vesu. Like, my favourite is personally Arts in the Ambulance, but yeah. Vesu's still sick. And actually, I saw Arts in the Ambulance last year. They did that one in full. Magic now. Good, I suppose. They did say it'd be in here. They said Bo would be in here. Yeah. Okay. I didn't mean this room. I just meant this dungeon. But yeah. Okay. Only on 4 keys. I am a bit worried one of the keys will be probably on boss, but we got the Song of Time, so it's not the end of the world. We'll get there eventually. Notice I've not even done a single what am I marking off a treasure chest yet on this dungeon. I usually do, but I haven't got around to it. There we go. It is a bit difficult to reach this without the. God, don't make me let go. Don't let go. Okay, that was funny though. Yeah, at least the thing is still solved. That's good. I've actually got the. I've actually got the Scarecrow song, so that was funny though. Trying to avoid it. No. I need a controller that has buttons instead of a thumbstick. Anyway, we'll just do it this way. You can scare. Do you know, I should have done it first, but fine. We're up here again. We need 2 more for the whole left side clear, I think. Do be a fire temple arse room, as they say, or our room. They really say these days. I hate how silly it is that, like, you can only start locking on when they're like really looking at you. Oh, we got the Kokiri sword. That's something, I suppose. What's this? Okay, cool. And now everybody's favourite room. Oh, without the hovers as well, that's actually going to be not impossible, but it is annoying. It is annoying. I will say that. Get a bit of wizardry here. Ensure that these don't fall in. To be honest, I only need that to get into this room, right? There's no actual item. But I will do it anyway, just to be sure. See, sometimes I can actually skip the other side, which is nice. We do this, right? It means you don't have to use the hover. Out here quickly. Excuse, I fucking hate playing with this controller, man. I fucking hate it. I'm just gonna say it like as abrasively as I feel right now, because how the fuck does a right thumbstick get to a bomb? How does that even happen? Right? Like, explain that. Because I sure as hell can't. Like, at most it should have gone into like the upward view, right? Where, or like Navi, if Navi was highlighted, whatever that would have been, like first person view or Navi, it should have been. I don't again, but yeah, cool. It's right. So we're gonna pick up the blue piece still. It'd be funny if it's an ice trap. Okay. We can actually save 2 keys. Wow, Deku's dig upgrade. Just what I always wanted. Okay, good. Now we just need one more key and we'll probably find in the remainder. So, yeah, good stuff. But yeah, this summer's actually, like, even though June, sorry, has been a bit of a quiet one for me personally, it's still been a good month. Like, it's not been, like, quiet in terms of weekdays. I've kind of done nothing to save money. It's one of those months because I'm trying to front load all my money into doing other things, such as going to 2000 Trees next month, going to Art Tangent the month after. Also want to consider maybe Reading day ticket for Saturday now, because I've seen the lineup for that day and it's actually not too bad. Bring Horizon headlining, Ed Shikaro playing, Unpeople, what else? House Protection, which is basically the 2 members from FIFA 333. There's not Jason, Aaron Butler. So Arik and Proctor, who's the drummer, he's also in Night Versus, who I love. I'm going to see them in September, I think. And what's his name again? Aaron something. He's but he's the ex-bassist from Chariot, and it was like them 2 were like the other 2 members. I really didn't like the people personally. I thought it was kind of shit, from being completely honest, because I really liked all 3 of their bands, and then it's like this put your fist in the air for some performative punk sort of crap, and I don't know, it just didn't really hit me the right way, which is kind of a shame, because like the sort, Let Live was not performative. Night Versus was musically talented and they still are. Well, I guess if you talk about the vocalist days, they were talented even back then, right? And the Chariot were just unique. There was nothing like the Chariot. To the point where I didn't like them when I first saw them live. And then it clicked, and then I was like, no, why did I not like them as much back then? But I saw them live, so that's the main thing. Okay, so GTG did not pay out. Unless the toilet has something. Okay, so press 1 on the wrong anything though. Yeah, that. Oh, who else? I said Origami Angel. Oh, no, I didn't. Origami Angel as well. And then it's like even like was it South Arcade are playing? Evil, I think, are playing as well. Like, you know, they're all up and comers, and like I've seen their names about quite a lot recently, and you know, in the sort of more opera sort of side of things. But yeah, they do indeed have potential. I haven't got hovers, so I can't do front load wasteland, can I? Can I? I've got long shot. It's the hovers, right, which is stopping me from being able to get wasteland chest, technically, or not. I should be able to reach that, right? Okay, what is it? GTG. This is everything in GTG. The lobby chest, Beaver's chest, Devil's chest, heavy block chest, ice statue chest, near scarecrow. Hammer and clear, hammer and switch, freestanding key, maze right. Didn't do underwater, obviously. Hidden ceiling, first, second, third, and final. Yeah, okay, so we've got one check there, technically. Oh, I did the Gerudo Valley chest. We're not doing horseback archery, and we're probably not doing a Gerudo Fortress. So that means I could do wasted structure. Okay, we're fine. Because I got long shot, right? Good. And we might as well. We want to just make sure we've got no stone left unturned. What's this sign say? I've never actually read. Only one path is true. We don't have to get past the halfway point anyway, so it's fine. But, oh, got the long shot. Okay, we should be good. Cool. And now we just need to do... There is actually like a line you can take, which is just direct as fuck. And you don't have to do what I'm doing here. Oh, can you actually lens the truth? Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if you can. But do you know what? Here's how we fix it. Because I really can't see what we're doing right now. There we go. Best thing we can do right now. We actually have a chance now, you know? Yeah, I can actually see them. I can see them in the draw distance of the final place. Yeah, there's definitely a line you can take that you can just basically run pretty much a straight line, maybe two at a push. But because you're in the boundaries of all the lag, it registers and doesn't kill playing you, which is brilliant. Anyway, and then even here you can like line up a, I think it's from this one or this one. Like you can do a eyeless lensless wasteland, but you have to know you go down there somewhere and you skip over there. I can't fully remember it, but it's easy enough to sort of pick up with a few practices. Anyway, we've got things back. We don't actually need you. So yeah, I'm kind of keen for that Reading Day. It's probably the best Reading Day I've seen in a long time. Well, that's the other thing, like, so very aware of, and I want if. I mean, it's something, right? So we got Adult Spirit. Here's my other reluctant play, but I'm more up for that than I am up for Bottom of the Well, the Rest of Fire Temple, and Ice Cavern. So, what's up? My hay fever thing's kicking in again. It might just be the spray I used earlier. Or it's just coffee spilled all over my face. One or the other. So we're going to adult now anyway. So we've cleared the top part. What the child part? We fully cleared the child link actually. So we might even have a key in hand. I don't know if we do though. We don't. Okay. Yeah. So that Reading Day looks good. I'd be very keen to put a little bit of money against it to sort of say, hey, you know, hey dudes, guitar music's not dead yet, you know. Like, there is this sort of misconception sometimes that it is, and it definitely lulled for a few years. There is definitely a more, let's say, dance-centric and dance rock side to these music festivals these days. I would say there's definitely some resurgence as well in guitar music. You only need to look at something like Sleep Token to see that. Like, and even Bring Me the Horizon. I say even Bring Me the Horizon was big. And just some of the other up and coming bands in heavier genres like Spirit Box. You know, like whether you love them or hate them. Fact is, they did it again. It fucking did it again. I threw that. Didn't even drop. What the hell? Okay. Fantastic. Yeah. Whether you love them or hate them, like, it's not really the point. The point is that they are the next gen of music. And that was actually the compass chest in the compass chest. The compass in the compass chest. Interesting. Now I've got no hovers here, so that's going to make it a little bit tougher as well. But that's fine. No, that's okay. Try again. Yeah, like, I personally like all these bands, but I kind of like them when they were a bit smaller. That's not like a flex or anything, that's just true, because I like technical metal, and therefore, by extension, I like Gent, and both Sleep Token and Spirit Box, that was like the sort of houses they were cultivated. Less Spirit Box were, but like online, but maybe not on record. They're a bit more metalcore. Like live, they're probably a bit more renowned than metalcore scene, I suppose. But they didn't really play live too much until like 2019 anyway, right? So there we go. I mean, that's when I first saw them, but then no, I saw them in 2020, sorry, my bad. February 2020, but before they went to European tour. They must have played shows before that. Surely. But yeah, that's when I saw them. I saw them in Hoover, they went to Europe for a tour with After the Burial, and does it make them suffer? I mean, it's definitely After the Burial. But because COVID was it was imminent, right, in March, and they finished the European leg, I remember that much, but when they got to the UK leg, they got the callback. Everyone got their callbacks, right, if you were a touring musician, so come back to your country, blah, blah, blah. That happened for a lot of countries' bands, so they just got to the UK, and it's like, okay, we're getting back round, great. So back to Canada they went. But I mean, for them, like, COVID actually helped them. That's what got them a lot of attention, because the one take of what was it? Was it Rule of Nines, or was it Belcara? No, it was Blessed Be. It was Blessed Be, wasn't it? And then obviously the Holy Roll one take eventually as well. the boss skin. I like how I have to dip in dungeons that I don't really dip into. Great. That one just gives you another element, right? Oh, nice. You are a fool. Okay, alright, chest. First mirror chests. Statue. Okay, so we're back in statue room on the adult side. This is a cool dungeon design though, like the whole doing it by eras. Oh, not having a whatchamacallit is going to be rough, but we can do it. But yeah, like with Spirit Box, it was, yeah, they just honed their craft with being relatable online. That got them some due attention, and yeah, you know, the rest is kind of history. That's good on them, I say. It was very well deserved. And then just, you know, once they actually kind of hit their stride, they marketed well in the normal culture post-COVID, you know, like, and how you actually market your music. Okay, so that was statue room and chest. There's the northeast chest still I've got to get. Also, we don't have the mirror shield. Just bear that too. We can't even do Twin Rover. We really want to, which is probably a good thing. Again, I want to avoid shadow temples as much as possible. I want spirit. Oh, there is actually a thing. Oh, that wasn't there before. Yeah. Great. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the big bands. It's interesting how a lot of them were very much tech, gents, all the good stuff. You know, it was in that scene that the waves all been made. And like that will always impress me. That will always impress me. How it was cultivated through that scene. Like, admittedly, because like the thing with like Sleep Token is the reason for their success is not only the music at the start being, you know, prominently good, and it got better when it climbed. So if you think about like where you are as a band, you climb into like an echelon of like a tier, almost like a tier of professionalism, right? So if you're like playing an O2 venue, you're playing with bands of the tier of O2 venues. So like O2 academies, let's say. So you're going to be like a metalcore band like Born of Osiris, or I haven't seen them in a few years play, but like After the Burial, or I saw Origami Angel this year play that venue, right? But you could also play Underworld in Camden, that's sort of similar size. All those sorts of venues, and as a result, you're on a tier with all of them, right? So during your current marketing campaign, that's cool and all, but you might need to step up if you want to get to the next tier and the next echelon. And to do that, you've got to make some creative choices, either with your music, which can either bring in a new fan base, or your marketing. And it can be a combination of both as well. And what happened with Sleep Token is, like, you listen back to the first two EPs. I love them still, but you can definitely tell the difference between the songwriting on the current album and whatchamacallit, the first two EPs, and Jaws, and even Sundowning to an extent, right? There is some noticeable differences. But what happened is it was sufficient. Songwriting was like sufficient for the level they were at. And what happened with, I guess, like in Sleep Token's case in particular, they had good management from day one. So the management for them from the start was suitable for what they needed, like a good a good day one campaign with an image and you know, an identity that we all know and love now. The basic version of what you see, there was no band at the start. It was just one man. You know, and yeah, it was just done right. It was done very, very right. And then after possibly the first EP, they got signed to Basic. Was it signed to Basic, or they ever say it was signed? I don't think they were signed. I think it was a distro deal first. That I think happened. I think it was a distro deal rather than a pure signing. And then they got like better management. Eventually. Oh my god, you actually for real. Okay, good. Get through the door, that's all I ask. Yeah, so, and then they got acquired by a better manager, and then I think another manager after that, and now they are wherever they are now. I've kind of lost. I've lost I don't really chart them as hard as I used to. You know? Like the thing with them is like when I was first into them, there was like, the manager was someone that was like was friends with a friend, and was like actually part of the scene I was in as well. So but he was quite known. He was actually very known, but in the scene, and he was more like he was actually a writer as well. I think he was actually friends with the lead singer, which is why I'm not going vessel and fire. I'm trying to talk more from perspective of the music itself without still saying. But yeah, they did everything right. The cycles were good. The music was regularly released as well. Like they've never gone since Sundowning. They've not gone 2 years, I think, or two to 2.5 years without a record. So bear that in mind as well. They regularly release stuff on a big level as well. Like I think doing it on a small level is great as well. I think if you look at someone like Static Dress, for example, Static Dress are regularly releasing songs, right? They did Crying, they did what's the one they released one earlier this year, didn't they? It's pretty good. They released 2 actually. Okay, calling them out on one thing, and it was good what they did. I think it was really cool what they did at the time. They released this like YouTube only song, and it's like 1:12 long or something, but it's really good. It is really good. It's like possibly one of their songs, and they haven't released it anywhere else yet. And I'm like, oh come on, man, come on. Well, I don't want to have to get YouTube bread again. I don't want to have to get YouTube Red again. Please don't make me do that. Just so I can listen to this song on like a music player. I am thinking about canning my Spotify though. I'm a little. The whole Daniel Ek taking his dividends to form an AI weapons program. I'm not sure that's where I want my description going, and you know. How much is it now? Let's just say it's £10 a month, right? So that will probably average out like price increases and stuff. But let's just call it £10. I think it's $15.99, right? But let's just say £10 a month since what year? 2010 when I started my job. I got my mobile November 2010. Let's say January 2011. That's 12 months in a year up to the start of 2025. So 2011, 2021 is 120, and then 22, 23, and 24. That's 3 more. So 156 months, and then however many months we've got into this year so far. So 6.5. I said what, 156, so 162. So £1,620 of whatever has been invested. could argue it's come from me. Like you could also argue that's God's, some of his wages, etc. And you know, year in year out, it's all assessed. But I've been using Spotify Premium since 2000 and oh yeah, sorry, I'm gonna do this one. You're not meant to do that. And that works still, I guess. Strangely. Yeah, so I've been using it since 2009, but I went to Spotify Premium in 2000 and it was late 2010 is what I believe, but it's probably safe to say 2011. So 2 years into using it, because that's when I had my career job started in October 2010. I got my first smartphone. Oh, God, interesting. Yeah, I got my first smartphone in has something done? Like, I'm not actually fast through. No, there's like to get into the boss you need the you. Oh, you do actually. Yeah, you do, don't you? Regardless of this room, you need the reflective shield or like hit the thing up here, right? Yeah. Okay, we're done here then. So that's another useless dungeon. Unfortunately. So what can we do as an adult? We can either finish off Fire Temple, or we can go Ice Cavern, or I can. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to put my hope in bottom of the well. I'm going to put my hope at the Kokiri sword. It's kind of a sign. That's my sign to go to bottom of the well. So, too old to go down the well right now, even though we're quite near. We're going to reset. And yeah, we'll check this out. But yeah, I really do. I like Static Dress. They've always done like a very regulated release of songs. And so did Spirit Box, actually. They do that as well. But they've kind of hit the album era of their band, right? 2 albums now. But they still, with the EP they did and a couple of songs drip fed in between, still, they kind of did it. They're still kind of doing that. But how long is it again? Oh yeah, now we can just go straight. Yeah, with Static Dress, they've released, in my opinion, they've released one album and a mixtape. Like the comic book album, or whatever it's called again. I'd call that more of a mixtape album. It was a bit of an experimental piece. Had a few songs that made, was it Sweet? Sweet on that one? I actually can't remember Sweet was on that. Or, was it Sweet? One of the songs that made it onto the album. But yeah, they're actually playing the first album in full, which surprises me. It's been quite a few years since that came out now. That came out in 22, I want to say. Early 22. Oh, I haven't played the song yet, have I? Just going for a dip right now. Like, just, you know, you see those horror films, like that one with the swimming pool or whatever, where it's cursed. Like, the sort of dark blood sort of seeps out or whatever, the mucus, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's what I think about, like, the bottom of the well here. Advert's going to be starting in a minute 38, but well, I don't really want coffee yet. It's a bit early for coffee. Yeah, it's a bit early for coffee because I'm still drinking my current one from well, I say coffee shop, quote unquote coffee shop. As I always say, I will always go to. I'll go to Starbucks if I'm desperate for a bit of sugar hit with caramel latte. I don't even mind the normal latte, to be fair, but obviously it's not as it doesn't beat a good coffee shop. Like, it doesn't beat a good coffee shop. We have like a really good one, like right next. We have 2 actually in the area that I like. I'd say 3. Actually, I'd say we have 3 above board, above average coffee shops. I'd say all of them can have good days as well, but I think one of them is the one that's nearest to me is the best coffee shop in terms of actual coffee, in terms of actual sit-down experience. It's the word. but for an actual coffee shop, really, it's definitely right. We'll get one chest open, maybe two if we're lucky. Right. I might just take the actual break itself. Fuck that, you actual fucker. Okay, we're gonna full clear this now because they've committed me to it. Adverts start soon, so we'll get the chest open. Okay, I'm gonna take my break now because ads run. As I say, I run ads to make sure that one, I get to take a break. And two, anyone who wants to join, they don't get the pre-rolls, etc., etc. So I'm gonna take the opportunity right now. Oh, I swear the ad should be running right now. Oh, maybe, yeah. Oh, okay. Turns out it definitely said it was starting in 3 minutes. Didn't say it was running. It's already happened. Oh, okay. Well, sorry if you missed out. There, I'm in bottom of the well, and I got hover boots. That's all you need to. Well, what you need to know, and I'm very mad that I got hover boots right. Because that basically opens up Shadow Temple for me. But I've got 2 chests so far from here. Let's carry on. We'll get this one next. But yeah, sorry about that. I need to actually code my own thing. I'm starting to realise, so I can actually figure out. I need to start. I need to do the coding streams for sure. I will do them eventually. I promise you, I will start coding on stream again. But I just haven't got around to it. But yeah, I've got a lot of big ideas. So front, left, right, bottom fake wall, center skull furniture. No, front, center, bottom of wall, chest. Okay, cool. This one. We might as well full clear it. It's quite a painful clear, to be honest. Well, that's some good news. I'm glad we stuck this out. So what's this? What would you even call this room? What's this room called on? I can't. Is this compass chest? This might be compass chest. Yeah, I think it's compass chest. Okay. Then we've got to do the same bottom side. I could just get the lens of truth out. I don't know. I guess I'm just flaunting. No one says the word flaunting anymore, do they? That's the myth. Just something I realise right now. Okay. I think I can pay that as well. That's something. Hey. Cool. So that would be center skull color. Guess we've got to do my least favorite chests now, which would be this one. Fire Keys one is my least favorite by far. It's not even up to debate how much I hate this chest, because I will always fuck it up somehow, some way, and fall over, and hate it. Actually, I might even use the lens of truth this time. It can't. It's just. Okay. Done it again. It's fucking, and it keeps doing that. Like, How is something on the left getting activated when I'm trying to use something on the right? Like, surely this emulator do slightly. Slightly. Watch out! Watch out! Okay, so we've got the fire keys chest. That's a nice rarity for us, I suppose. I don't take risks here. I hate losing items. Yeah. We don't need gold skulltulas anymore, so that's good too. I don't think there's going to be anything else in here. I mean, we got light arrows, so you know, we needed them, and it was worth it. We're going to. That was a gift. Gives up. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Because there is actually a chest down here. Okay, one of them did. Why that one didn't work? I don't understand. Okay. Oh my god. Seriously. Sorry if I burned my Deku shield from the fire keys, I would have got a replacement anyway. Yay. Yeah, don't freeze me in the acid, please. Okay. Yeah, so like music-wise, I go back to circling back to music. I know it's been a bit intense on the items to pick up. Yeah, like releasing album cycles as frequently as some of us do pretty good. But I do also have a lot of time for short, sharp releases, like doing that dressing. Like I really like that too. What's freestanding key? What's freestanding? Oh, I think I know. There's so we still got to do the song, right? Oh. That's a pop, isn't it? So we've got to do song. I swear straight down this thumbstick is actually doing my nutting. Anyway. This way. We're over the hardest part of this then. Oh, please say I've got a Deku stick still. Just one. Oh, I've got 30 now. Next the upgrade, of course. I like how beat the water level training. Another. Wow, we had like nothing at the start. I've got like everything art-wise. That wasn't what I wanted. 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 Great. I haven't got my Deku shield up, that's all that, right? I managed to preserve it. So that's the golden scale, which isn't going to matter actually, I don't think. But we'll take it. Now we've got to finish the boss. That'd be the freestanding key, actually, wouldn't it? Yeah, because you can see the item physically. And we've got a golden scale there, so we'll mark that as such. And then we got... Hold on, I did back left on the wall, surely. Map chest. Oh, I got underwater left chest, right? Underwater front chest. Did I get magic? Oh yeah, I did get magic. That's the one down below. Yeah, that's compass. That's underwater front chest, and then there's 2 more to get. And then it's worth doing. Bottom of the Whale's a nice one actually for just clearing. You get a lot of items. There's no big key. Well, that was good timing. What about that? I don't think it's past it. Yeah, man, I did the 3 hearts. It did. There is a strat for that. I've figured out. I've done it before. I just couldn't remember what to do. Oh, come on. Oh, rubber. Oh, you know what would actually help? Having the right shield. Okay. And then now we go. There we go. I thought you could do like a thing that if you get out just in time. Didn't quite do that right. Could you maybe get a bit closer? Thank you. Okay. Back instead. Gotcha. Line with the head, please. Oh, you're not reaching it this time. Come on. Fuck's sake, this game sometimes, like your keys to victory in this game can be so stupid. But now it's fine, apparently. Well, we got done. But yeah, it's things like that bug me about playing this rando sometimes, as much as I do enjoy it. I would love something like a Breath of the Wild randomized. I'm sure there is one for this. I just haven't gone into exploring. But I guess the problem with Breath of the Wild, there isn't really much going on in terms of items. Like items are more. It's building up the best items to get to the end game, right? Alright, yeah, push. I should have really done the maths there. Should have done the maths. Should have done the maths. Cool. So we want to go back to Kakariko to get the final whatchamacallit? Oh, I didn't actually mark us the bottle we found and the light arrows, which are both very important. Now, every time I keep loading that up now, I'm like, oh, pass self by sleep token. So that's my impression. Oh, I was trying, like clubsing around from shooting stars. That's how I trained. If you remember that, you probably won't. I imagine the middle. Wow. Okay, that was ridiculous. Hey, we have finished with the Gospel Teller rewards. So that's the 30, and I'm marking off 40, 50. We finished off the bottom of the well. So it's Kakariko, that is Snowstorms, Longshot, guardhouse. Oh, we did 10 big toes. Oh, I can do the Tektite Grotto, whatever you call that one. Because I've got the gold scales now. Oh, that might actually be our answer. Do you know what? That would be a very big fuck you from the game. If that is the case. We are also very near to Storm's location here. I'll do that first. Here should only have way round. It doesn't matter at this point, it's far. I was thinking like maybe I should just restart the game with Kokiri, do the one down in Kokiri first. After this though, we've pretty much done the child lane. Like there is no check left. After we've done these ones. Because anything that's technically left is just items that I have said specifically do not check. In the whole set. So like the Zora frogs, for example. We're not doing Zora frogs. So, and I'm happy for that. I don't mind the Zora frogs for like certain songs, but not for all of them, you know. Like in Ocarina of Time, but you have to get Ocarina of Time song. It becomes an all dungeon, right? If you last location that shit. I just hate it. Give me a clue, please. That means nothing now at this point. I must have got something that's way the hero. I must have got something that's way the hero at this point. Well, let's do this anyway. Yeah. Storm's Grotto. Storm's Grotto. That is... all down here, right? Yeah. There, outwards. Do that. And oh no, what am I doing? Up there. Please be something. Okay, well, I could have done with that earlier. Fuck you. Fuck you. This whole thing would have given me intel for the Spirit Temple. Okay. Well, isn't that just wonderful? We have a literal yeah, we have a literal 2 check as child link situation. That's how bad this has got. It's annoying because it's one temple. It's one temple we need resources for right now, but we're having to double dip into spiritual stone temples like that to solve this. So it's just frustrating. I think this is still quicker than just going on to the overworld, but we will get this. I hope. I promise. No, I hope. I hope. I don't promise. I can't promise. Oh, I just give up. I devil make a cry instead. I have a feeling I'm playing that game. Second's like, oh, it's frozen. It's cool. Now we're where we want to be. We might as well do the lab thing. I don't think it's gotten good. I'm pretty sure we had a Possibly don't tell us. It might even be. I think it was a recovery heart. I think it was a recovery heart. We're about to prove it. No, we've made it right here. This one I don't really care about too much until you get like the iron boots. Actually, normally you just go as adult and you can do a little trick with iron boots and the hookshot or Longshot. Depending which one you have. And they're practically the same, just different. I actually did remember it in the end. Oh my god. Okay, so that's that check. We only have one check left in the whole of Child Link. What did it say? There is still Ocarina of Time, technically. No, but the item surely is just a normal Ocarina of Time still, right? Surely it's just still the Ocarina of Time. That's not in the shuffle, so it should be okay. It's just the song. That's going to be Serenade All. Well, just gonna walk backwards. It won't let me. It's locked onto the fucking skeleton. I love how like fast it still feels, even though it isn't a huge overworld at all. Does that make sense? But it's not like you're playing GTA 5, right? And you're trying to get from freaking Palito down to the Russian dock or Merryweather dock. I can't remember the name conventions of like what was actually classic GTA anymore. 5 and what's I've even learned through GTA Online and or the 5M servers, what they call them. I can't remember which was which anymore. Very scary. The other thing concerns me is we might be looking for a wallet as well. Oh, but it's not even that close. I went completely. There's an adult, I guess. Make it as an adult. Make it as an adult. Let's do it as an adult. It's an adult check as well, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Cool. And then basically, the only things we're trying to figure out now is can we go into Water Temple to do this last check? We might be able to, all we know. Okay, back to adult. As we want to check that. Oh, I guess the ice cavern. I hate ice caverns. I hate ice cavern. I think I hate anything more than ice cavern in this game. I think it is my least favourite thing. Possibly. But even things like Forest Temple I still enjoy, even though sometimes it can be like, oh, here we go around this old course again. Ice cavern's just like, oh, blue bats stopping me from moving, freezing me. Fire bats, keys, sorry. Blue flame keys. Blue fire keys. Annoy the shit. New song invented. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Sorry, that's just something on my phone. I'm actually considering if I should use get set up on TikTok Live as well, but it's kind of difficult because the chat there is a totally different beast, and it limits to what I can say on stream. I know that's affected a few people in the past. You get banned for like accidentally saying fuck or something. So yeah, it's not great. But it is an audio. Okay. Well, that's some good news. Okay. You know what? That is some good news. That is some good news. So good, in fact, that I am willing to entertain the risk of going into Water Temple. Ooh. How do I get in? Ooh. Can you get into Water Temple without... Can. Okay. Why is it?
Welcome to my quick tutorial on how to open up the water temple using the hookshot method, so no iron boots involved. First you come over to this right hand pillar, Z target, and just hold up right. And then I'm going to let go of Z and hold R so I stop dead onto the hill like so. Then I hold back on the control stick, let go of R and press it again to do a shield turn. Then I do 4 side hops to the left, 1 to the right, and then I press A to do a side roll, so you don't hold the control stick for that. Then you just need to line up the hookshot with the little switch thing here and use your hookshot, and that opens up the water temple. So I hope this helped and helped the user who requested this on my water temple video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I guess sequence break doesn't fix the iron boots issue. It's because it is a sequence break, right? Ultimately, for doing that. So effectively, what you do there is you emulate the fact you do a positioning that you stand on a rock that makes it think like you're in the water, but you're near the switch, so you can actually hit it with the hook shot. It's an exploit, I guess. But okay, Shadow Temple is completable. Ice Cavern is also completable. I gotta go Shadow. I've gotta go Shadow. I gotta go Shadow, right? We're running out of checks here too. Oh, I've also got a yeah, I need to mark that for Spirit. I don't want to go back to Spirit. Spirit would be last locationing at this point, in my opinion. Thank you for being a Gears fan. So this is from... Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. This messaging is weirding me out right now. Okay. Thank you for being a Gears fan. We're offering owners Gears of War Ultimate Edition digital as a free code for Gears of War Reloaded. Playable on Xbox Series X and... Uh-oh. Redeem code. Let's go. What does that mean? Here is what you get. Gears of War Reloaded pre-order. Confirm. Thank you for your purchase. This product is now available to you. I am so confused. So do I have Gears of War Reloaded? I have no idea what just happened there. It charges me, I'm gonna complain. Also, Warcraft 1, 2 and 3 have been remastered. I mean 3 was already remastered, right? But 1 and 2 have as well. Interesting. I have never played any of them. I watched my friend when I was younger play a lot of 3. Because when I was at university, we used to. Can I reach it? Yeah. Okay. We used to play a lot of games in one of our friends' rooms because he had the biggest room because he had Crohn's, so he had a private bathroom. We all did actually have. We all had like. There were some that didn't. Some had to use the shared one. I think I had a cubicle-sized one, so it was like a shower and a toilet all in one kind of thing. I think it was no. You could. They were separate. They would have to be separate because like toilet roll would get. Yeah, so they were still separate, but it wasn't big either way. It was still this little plastic cubicle thing, and I could have just. Lens of truth that fast. So yeah, like sometimes people get to my room as well. When I was the designated Nintendo Switch, not Nintendo Switch. Well, look at uni like last year. The designated Nintendo Wii and Guitar Hero 2 and 3 owner. So yeah, I'm a 360. I had Guitar Hero 2 on the 360, which is kind of ahead of the curve, and then 3 came out later the same year, I think, which is cool. So I played a lot of expert multiplayer on Guitar Hero 3. I remember that, doing In the Belly of a Shark by Gallows. Still love that. Like that album, Orchestral Wolves, so good. But yeah, I used to play that a lot. I was very big into Gallows before that it came out to die, right? It's actually one of the first albums I bought when I was in Loughborough uni, because I wiped out my whole MP3 collection on my iPod. That's just kind of how. If you think about like your Google Photos or something like that, right, these days, and you delete those photos off of Google Photos, then it will also delete it off of your actual physical mobile phone that it was originally uploaded from. Well, that's kind of what happened with iPods back in the day as well. So your iPod was like tied to a single computer, unless you changed. There was a setting you could change, if I recall, but I was young and foolish, so I never changed that setting because, you know, we had one PC originally and I was living at home. So originally, till I went to uni. Then I got a laptop, university, and I started loading my iPod into that PC instead with iTunes set up. And I did that idiotically, and because it's synced to an empty playlist on my iTunes, all the MP3s that I had were deleted. So I had no music to begin with in my university time at university. I had like one Ball of Troy album, self-titled, and a couple of other songs I got. I think I went through Pure Volume one day, and just any song that was downloadable, I just took it, and MySpace, of course. I just went through both of them and was like, okay, there's any songs, we'll just download them, hope for the best. And yeah, I had good ones like Lex on Fire and stuff like that. Didn't just escape kind of thing. I had to get. But I eventually got the first album I bought was actually Trivium the Crusade, because it just come out in 2006, right? And I was like, oh, well, Ascendancy was sick, I'm sure. Well, we were kind of. I liked some of the songs that were marketed. Like We Are the Fire was a bit, it was a bit like, oh, okay, this is a bit Iron Maiden, Metallica, meets Metallica. Not my favourite song of all time, but I didn't hate it either. But yeah, I preferred what they were doing on Ascendancy, let's put that one. But then they had, what else did they have on the album? They had, that was a single, to be succinct. The Crusade. Trivia. What else did they have? They had a couple of singles from that one. They had Detonation was one. Entries of the Conflagration was. Anthem, We Are the Fire. And wait. No, Entries of the Conflagration was the best, really good one. That was a good song. That was a really good song. And there's there's some really good songs on that album. Like Becoming a Dragon is really good. I think And Sadness Was is okay as well. Tread the Floods is pretty good. Content Breeds Contamination is pretty good. And The Crusade was an instrumental at the end, wasn't it? That was good. Very good, actually. But then you got ones like This World Can't Tear Us Apart. It was so shit, man. Yeah, it was just like, there's some really bad songs. But I forced myself to like love it because it was the only album I had. It was literally the only album I had. Like, not even figuratively. It was literally like that I, you know, other than that for the Troy I get, so you can it wasn't literal. Not the point. The point is, it was the only one. I purchased it from a shop in Loughborough called Left-Legged Pineapple, I think it was called. Left-handed, no, Left-Legged Pineapple, I think it was called that. A little indie music shop. Went there quite a lot eventually, obviously because I need to replace 3 more albums. With the student loans, the maintenance loans went for a while. My rent was actually pretty cheap first year. But yeah, what was I gonna say? So I got that. I ended up getting Alex on Fire Crisis. I definitely bought that from there. And then I bought I can't remember the album name, but it's by Semble Paramedic. Bought their album, and like this shop had a feature on In at the Deep End Records, which is what Semble Paramedics were on. So I looked at like the rack again that it was associated with another time like there, and yeah, it was the original version of Orchestra Wolves by Gallows. So they redid it on the label they got re-signed to, right? But it was in the deep edition first for sure. Yeah, it was sick. It was really good. Yeah, so I got into it for that, and I think eventually I heard, oh, was it Abandoned Ship? I think it was like on TV or something. I was like, okay, no, I really like these. But I liked the album obviously already, but what did I do? But I didn't know what they looked like or anything. I just was listening to it. Yeah, I never really knew much about Frank Carter or anything like that. Obviously, yeah, he was a sick front man. Still is a sick front man. Like, I'm sad that Rattlesnake's done this. Like, I really did like. I'm an extra in one of the music videos. That was like the most random thing ever. It's fantastic. It was a good day, but it was still random. You know? Why? My friend messaged me about it. I was actually in Canada and San Francisco, and I was on holiday, and I just come back in December 2018. And my friend Dan was like, "Oh yeah, there's this music video thing. Like, you just have to put your name down and see if it happens." And like, I tried and I got it. He got it as well. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, we did it. It was quite funny. It was hilarious. But yeah, we just wore these weird like jumpsuits with hoods on, like that were like the ones that painters wear, you know, like the really thin layer. We wore them, and let's go ahead. Can't remember how to do it now. I'm just gonna do it the normal way. You can click yourself through this somehow. Pretty simple. I just can't remember how. There might be a bomb jump or something we need to do. But yeah, like I love Rattlesnakes, Frank Howard. I really like them. I never got to see them on their like final tour. Maybe we can do a bit of wizardry here to skip. It says on the side. It's not. Well, that's annoying. I don't know how I let that happen. But yeah, I saw last time I saw was actually 2023. So I didn't go last year, as I said. Had a tiny bit of FOMO for that, but the lineup wasn't as good as previous years, so I don't really have that. And the friends I normally work with didn't go last year. In fact, of the ones that usually went, only one of them was coming for the whole Thursday onwards. So doing the whole normal festival. Like we used to do, bear in mind we used to do Wednesdays as well, you know. We're not getting younger, I do accept that, but and the one I'm going with he's only a kid next year, so or by the time next year, so this might even be his last one, that thing. Because you can't really take your own time off after a certain point, right? Can't do that. That's just the rules, right? I don't make the rules. You have a kid, then as long as you're a good parent, obviously, they're kind of your world. You know, you kind of have to be your world. So yeah, I'm just a realist, and you know, me and my at least currently sync lifestyle, but hopefully, you know, dink life. I fucking hate terms like that normally, but it's just such a funny name for it that I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll go with this one. But yeah, the no kids and some income. Feel a lot great about that. I couldn't see him as a world where I'd be able to afford that and be happy at the same time. That's kind of like my thing. You could argue that's greedy, I suppose. I'll let you get. But there's other reasons. There is other fact. But that's not it. But I'm not gonna be happy. Like, surely I'll be a shit dad. You know. That's a valid assertion. There's a key. Probably get the old bow and arrow. Yeah. I'm just mildly annoyed I've had to go to every single dungeon. See. Oh, look at that shot. Look at that shot. Yeah, like, it's like when I got a friend who has 2 kids, and like, if it's like a gig in London, it's never really a problem. He works in there now. He never used to, but like he has in the last year, maybe 2 years now actually. But yeah, he does work in it. But he would still come to gigs if it's like a one-off and he can stay overnight type thing, and it's generally near. Sometimes on weekends, but most of the time. Oh, vanilla. But when it comes to things like festivals, so Radar a few years ago, the one I'm going to in Manchester, he could only do 1 day because it was the weekend, and you know, kids and all that, and it's like you just can't do things, and it's like that's fair enough, and like that's not a problem, but it's not something I want in my life, you know. I don't know if I could live with that, at least not at the moment. At least not at the moment. Maybe one day my priorities will change. Oh, I can't sneak through there still. Oh no. Didn't mean that. Does the hovers actually do anything? Oh, they're not too bad actually. Okay, let's try this. Oh, okay, that was bad. I should have rolled there. Oh. I not having the iron boots in this area kind of sucked actually, but what can you do? It's actually doing nothing. I'll be better off saving it for the bridge. I need it for the bridge though, because it can save me. But yeah, so that's like how 2000 Trees is going to go this year. That'll be just like 2 of us at least. There's 2. I've got other friends who are going, but it's like they're not like hard camp, you know. And I do what I like. I don't want to like crash with them for one day or whatever, and a bit inauthentic to get there on a Wednesday. Or, you know, crash for one day. Fuck's sake, man. Crash for one day. Sorry, I'm too busy talking, you're not locking in. And it shows. The fact I was on the corner there, that makes me mad. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get them Wednesday. Be like, oh yeah, crash with all you guys, and then go with my other friend on the Thursday or whatever. That would be a bit rude, you know. So we'll figure it out. So I'm going on the I'm going for the Thursday now. I'm not going for the Wednesday. But I'm looking forward to it still. I am looking forward to it still. Right. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I was trying to do, but it didn't work. Fuck's sake, man. You can get across, by the way. I did it last time. I must have really lucked out last time. I honestly, these iron boots are actually the worst thing to buy. They are, without a doubt for me, the worst. Definitely used my inside. They are the worst. The worst. The running man. Let's go. Let's go. It got fast, right? So it looked like it was slowing down, and then it got faster. Like, how am I fucking this up so badly? I think I'm just drained from the sea, to be honest. Now it was a fun one until we had to look for the Dora tunic and the iron boots. It's been kind of shit ever since. I'm just a little drained from it now, and it's like, okay, this is meant to be a break from the draining nature of playing 32 chapters of a freaking Japanese RPG with the same mechanics, where you go to a town, you find a rival that gives you a reason to fight a boss, and you fight a boss, and then afterwards you get a location to the next chapter. And like that's Octopath Traveler in a nutshell. I was like, okay, I'm a little bit drained from that. I need a day off, or 2 days off. Let's do this instead. I'm enjoying it still, but this room is pissing me off. That's the long. Okay, the room will no longer piss me off in theory. Can't even lock on to my enemy because of this stupid clue, quote unquote clue. Anyway. Where is it? There we go. Wow, Ferris win. Nice. This is what I always wanted. Okay, well, we're near the freaking ship, so... Don't do it, don't do it. Ugh, I tried. Try hard. Okay. Get 2 checks now. Just need the iron boots. If it's in Ice Cavern, like, fair play, but I am going to be pissed. I have been trying to put it off as much as possible. There's a spirit temple that is literally going to be last location, so there's nothing much I can do about that one. How long's the next ad? Oh, 5 minutes to the next ad. Something to bear in mind. There is going to be an advert in 5 minutes. Let's try and get this bit done quickly, though. Very least. I will do this just to be safe. Like, I don't know why. I just always have this bad. There's one time where I didn't do this and I had to double dip the dungeon. It's like, oh no. There's a reason why I can do it. I can't remember why. I was missing something. Maybe the bongo or whatever. Just a boss problem. Okay, so we've got. Yes, we'll probably. I could probably get this dungeon mostly done. I don't know if I'll get the boss done by the ad. When the advert comes, I'm going to take my break, make my coffee. I just use it as an opportunity, so there's no pre-roll. You know, with a account such as myself, it is better to allow pre-roll to be disabled, you know, and just optimize when I take my breaks. That's like how I do things. So yeah, I'll take a 3 to 4, maybe 5 minute break. Depends on how long it takes to make the coffee, I guess. All right. Could snooze it. No, I'm not gonna snooze it. Do not snooze. We can get to the boss, I reckon, by then. We've still got to do 2 more checks. 3 more checks, technically, actually. Then come back to this room. Oh, good shot. As I said, one day I will actually sort myself out with some form of N64 controller, so my C buttons are a little bit better placed. I guess I could get an adapter for my actual N64 controller. I was thinking more like a Nintendo Switch Online N64 controller, though, personally. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, I need it's fine. We're pretty much gonna. Well, I say pretty much. We are gonna full clear this. So, hey, one more check that we're about to confirm. Please have iron boots in here. Hey. Please have iron boots in here. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. One of the chests has to have a key. Okay. And we're gonna have to get the lens of truth. Well, we don't have to. I can fight it battle, but it's so cheap, yeah. So, I got 2 of them, right? Oh, duh. Bam. No. There we go. Right. Okay. We won't get the boss done in time, I can assure you that. But maybe I can just take my break just before the boss. Okay. Thanks, game. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, maybe I could get it. Nah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Gotta... I would, do you know what? I could just, I'll snooze. I'll hit a snooze. There you go. How's that sound? Okay. There won't be an advert for another 5 minutes football. So, and I should probably quickly, before it's too late, get the boa. I already got the bow. I said get the bow out, I didn't mean aim it. Oh, come on, I hit that burst. I would have just started adverts there, so yeah. I guess we want to find out what the item is. Yeah, you know what? I've only taken 10 seconds more. The adverts probably would have kicked in. So, and we want, as I said, we want to see what the item is first. And mold as it's something really atrocious. So that's a full clear either way. I've got Fire Temple second half, but I have to beat Volvagia first, which is why I was trying to avoid it. But item density wise, it is still the best play. Oh my god. It is still the best play. Even though there is the bottleneck of Volvagia, it is probably still the best play. So let's quickly, I might be able to get that done very quickly. We're gonna have to zoom, but I think I can get that. What is it? Now I've got hovers as well. Actually, that's a good point. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the hovers. I don't think. Not without some real trickery. Okay, so I've got 3 minutes. Yeah, I even if I don't, Volvagia is kind of boring to watch anyway. Sorry, no offense, but it is kind of boring to watch anyway. I'm gonna need hoppers though for this. I couldn't climb to the very top earlier. That would be... Could get a berry. I'm not going to. Who's going first? Okay, I'm just trying something that I've not done before, but I don't even think I'll get it to work. But we will try it anyway. Oh, I've got... Get my hammer out. Didn't mean for that. Whoops. I don't need them anymore. Okay, we need to actually watch where it goes. didn't get it. I'm so bad at that, man. I'm trying. I've never done it before. You have to time it, I think, to get the damage on the head to be weak, so there's the extra damage. I think that's the play. And you get double damage. Maybe not double damage, but you get some bomb damage. I don't think it even really matters. It's a free hit fight anyway, right? Okay, so we got that done quickly. We might get an item still, and in about 45 seconds I will be taking a break, an actual break this time. Hopefully we can get the item. Yeah, I'm going to make a coffee in this time. Get quickly. Okay, actually makes sense. That would be the reason why you come back here. Okay, so we got a spiritual stone. Yay, my favourite. Cool. Right, wicked. So in 12 seconds at the start. As I said, I do it just so I take a break for myself, but it allows pre-rolls to exist for anybody that comes into the stream for the first time. So this is where I take a break. I will see you in about 3 to 5 minutes, but the ad's about to start now. So yeah, if you haven't got Twitch Turbo and if you have got Twitch Turbo on YouTube, sorry, just enjoy the noise of the lava, I guess. Cheers. Hey, thanks for being patient. Yeah, I think that was like 1 minute over the ad, wasn't it? But by the looks of it, it usually starts at about 6, I think. Like 57 actually. In. So yeah, welcome back everyone. You away for a second. I think you should take a break when appropriate. We finished the Vol of Adia, but we've not finished the fight yet. We still got to go explore for treasure. So that was the blocker right there. Having one key to get to the next section, but we have it now, so that do be good. That do be very, very good. We're gonna climb again for the second time now, but it shouldn't take too long. Unfortunately, we couldn't even get as far as the shortcut, so we can't even use the shortcut, which is frustrating, to say the least. But yeah, take a break whenever you get an opportunity. Something I am like, even though I didn't really do much on stream, trying to do it in my work life at least. Lunchtime for me can either be a nap, it can be, I don't really go out. I need to go out a bit. But it is a bit hot, so maybe isn't the greatest example. But yeah, lunch break for me is more like take a nap, watch a bit of TV, watch a bit of Twitch. I mean, I watch Twitch anyway at work, but I mean like dedicatively watch Twitch. Like actually be a part of the community. You know, rather than just passively watch whilst I work. Because like when I work anyway, it's quite easy to sort of, I have a very easy schedule to be able to follow these days. It's basically wake in the morning, I watch like Orator maybe, whilst he's still finishing up Mario Maker stuff, and he does crossword for a little bit, and then if he's playing an interesting title I might continue to follow on, but like, or sometimes he does like the random Steam games that I will watch it sometimes, but don't love it because a lot of the games are shit, and it's just like some good games. There's some bad games, please. So I don't always watch it, but it can be funny a lot of the other times. Yeah, and he does play a lot of single player games, and this is like second half stream these days, so like it can be good to watch. It just depends what game. Like I didn't watch much of the Lies of P Overture one, mainly because I haven't played it myself, so I don't really want to spoil it. Like if he ends up playing Death Stranding 2, it'd be the same thing. Same thing with Barb at the moment. I don't really watch much of his streams because he's playing Death Stranding 1 and 2. So that's kind of a problem, eh? I want to actually play them still at some point. I just never got around to them in the first place. I can't remember what the reason was, to be honest. I had a PS4. Around to it. Can't remember when they came out. What year? 2019? 2018. 2018 actually. That's probably, I don't know. I was contracting there, and, you know, seeing the world. I was still playing games, but I wasn't playing them as actively as I was in 2019. This should be key. Yeah, 2019, that's a different story. That's when I was in my gap between contracting and moving to Canada, so that's streamed. Whilst I didn't really play much on my PS4. Played a few games, but not much. I was playing Switch more, to be honest, and some PC gaming, but mostly Switch gaming was my bread and butter. And the PC stuff would be like this, or Link to Power Randomizer anyway. So, you know. My PC was okay, but the graphics card just, it was 2013, so it predates RTX generation and all that. Even based, well, no, it was a GTX, I guess. I think. Still got it here, it's like right in front of me. It despawned, I love that. Okay. This pain in the ass better have some iron bits. Pain in the ass does not have this. But we carry on. Because we've got that strength. We've got that mental fortitude to carry on. But yeah. Yeah, so I've not played a lot of these games. But yeah, when I'm working, I start with Orator. And then once he, oh, if it depends on what's going on, but then I'll watch Limmy basically for the rest of the day. Usually a good laugh. I say usually, always a good laugh. To be fair. And then honestly, I kind of wish he played with Marvel Rivals during the day, but he does night streams sometimes, and he'll do some Dead by Day with Marvel Rivals usually. So that's enough for me. For, you know, that'll be enough for me, and I'm cool with that. So he does that like with the microphone off the stream, which are quite fun actually. Mic off, cam off. But like the day ones, recently he hasn't really played much. He's just been doing like talking streams, which are actually okay. Like last year, he just all summer he basically played surprise episodes of Surprise, you know, Cilla Black show. But yeah, I don't think he finished it. I wish he, maybe he did. Maybe sometimes he shows like 3, 2, 1, Family Fortunes, the Bob Monkhouse era. It's like how sus like some of the old TV presenters basically. But yeah, I watched that till like what 1:30, 1:30 I guess. Because like sometimes his wrap up is a bit like he kind of wraps up. He finishes at 1:30, but he sort of wraps up mentally a bit early. I noticed. And then Barb starts at about like 1. Then again, it just depends. If it's one that I can watch, because I'll either A, never play it in my own life, or B, it just it's something I've already played myself and I just want to be in play it, and yeah, I'll tune. And that basically takes me up to this point, really. I'll watch other streams as well. There are other ones I want, but they're like my main 3, sure. At the moment, I haven't really watched as much stream as I usually, like mainly because of the Dark playing in DS2. Orator was playing Lies of P. That is actually ridiculous what's happened there. Fucking idiot. Just thank you. That was my last frame, I'm pretty certain. Okay. Well, I'm glad we came up here. We need key. But yeah, I've kind of slightly gone off. Only slightly. Not great. Oh, maybe. Yeah, not crazy. Like, I still enjoy it. I'll still flick through in the evenings, but I don't know. I think between like the Switch 2 release, not that interesting to watch, to be honest. There's only so many times you can watch Mario Kart World. I think people playing Mario Kart World, a game that I'll eventually buy myself, but not yet, because it's just too expensive to own a Switch 2 for one game, in my opinion. It's just not worth it. Like, I've got a summer of life I could live, or I could have bought a Switch 2 and done nothing myself except play Mario Kart. Which, as I said, I just don't really see any excitement in that, personally. I like Mario Kart, I enjoy it, but it's not a must play, in my opinion. like anymore. It's like the sort of side games, the Mario games and stuff are great. They are fun. I love Mario Superstar Soccer Mario Strikers Charged, whatever it is, right? I just said a load of things, get stuck. Mario Tennis is great. Mario Golf is great. Mario Party is possibly the best of the best. That was vanilla. But ultimately, I like a good, lengthy single-player game that I can play for hours, because Nintendo just doesn't do competitive too well, except for maybe Smash Brothers somewhat. I don't want to say that's great, that could be a lot better too, but at least it is, you know, somewhat catered for a competitive market. It has to be, because, you know, FGC, but it could be a lot better. Yeah, so I care more about their single player output, and Donkey Kong Bonanza, whatever it's called, is probably like the first proper taste of that. So yeah, I actually still need to stop, don't I? I didn't hit the switch. I was supposed to hit. I got the key thing now, so that's something. Wait. Oh, that burner key. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I don't know what it did. Maybe we should bring it still. Okay. This. This is actually a nice top up. I like bomb top ups, they're good. Hey. Hello. How did that even happen? How? I was about to jump in there, wasn't it? I was like, oh, I got lucky. Cool. Nearly out of this one, and then it'll be... I don't know what order of precedence would be. I guess technically Ice Cavern would probably be reluctantly, because there's only 2 checks left in Spirit, I think. Or 3 checks maybe, actually, but 2, 3. Not. Ice Cavern at least has a couple more. Not much more, but a couple more. And do we get Requiem? No, we get Prelude, don't we? Damn. Fine, do that instead. Sure. This thumbstick is actually really starting to annoy me. If it wasn't already obvious, like in the first 2 hours of the stream. Okay, so this is the armor chest, isn't it? Probably should have lined myself a bit there, but that's okay. actually managed to reach me. You're fucking joking, man. You are actually joking me. That is how we get into... No, it's not. We've got the tunic, haven't we? So what have I done? I've done bottom maze, low chest, side room, map chest, yep. Bottom maze, up chest, yep. Shortcut chest, yep. Scarecrow chest, yep. Compass chest, Ice Goron, Megaton hammer chest. That's us. Yeah, we're done. Okay. Great. So I guess... I don't know, what's the quickest way to... It's probably our old favourite. It probably is, because we've got to go for it via the river, right? So it would have to be. We have nearly 100%ed this. I just want to be very clear. Very clear. Still going to get done in 2 streams, but kind of running confused me. What are we doing again? Okay, so I don't need the thing for it because I've got the tune. I thought that was the item I needed. No, it's not the tune anymore. So I was about to be really bad. It's not as bad as I thought. It's bad in the sense that we still haven't got the iron boots, but at least the game isn't mocking me with the last chest in the dungeon being the iron boots or something. That would have sucked. Blackadder. But every time I hear that bit, it sounds like the theme tune to Blackadder. Maybe they did use it. Oh, you can actually use a phone. Oh, stupid. I'm stupid in both senses for not getting a phone there. So I thought. Maybe you can't. But, I don't know, the fences look like they're created for a phone. That's not to this point. Oh, look at that recovery part. So useful. Oh, right, so we got all of Ice Cavern, my least favourite dungeon, which I've played for so long. Honestly, Spirit Temple, the only reason I'm not going back there is because there's no free check. Now, the only thing is that maybe Ocarina of Time, the item, isn't an Ocarina of Time. That's the only other thing, potentially. But I don't think so. I think it will be just the Ocarina, the vanilla item. I think the options are set up. The song won't be important. I've only got Prelude and Serenade. Yeah, so that's good news. You know when you like open a new bottle of milk and you use it in a coffee, it tastes like crap compared to like the second or third one because the top's all creamy or whatever. Like, it always seems to be like, absolutely. You know what? I'm gonna come back for him. The main is okay. I don't know if I marked him as a pointless check. I think he's okay. Yeah, I think he can still have a good item. Actually. But nothing here is good, so that's good. That is the great news. Good job. Thank you. Come on, you got a fucking big Goron sword. Use it. Wouldn't have happened if my big Goron sword reached. There we go. Okay, so the good news is I already have one blue flame, so I'm gonna have that ready, and we'll go right. And yeah, try and optimize right a little bit, if you can call it optimizing. We should have 2 bottles free, right? Right now? Yes. I'm still on phase, that's better. Trying to do it safely, if you hadn't noticed. Okay. Okay, so we're in Ice Cavern. Campers. Vanilla. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Done. Bombs. Don't need it. We've got one chest though, right? Guess we'll do it first. Ah, I tried to hop over, but it didn't work. Right. Yeah, still have to go this way, which is annoying. I don't know this room. My least favourite room in the whole dungeon. But it's not even a really long thing to do. Is this the least favourite actually? The puzzle room might be less favourite. Yeah, I just hate all freaking things. Nice trapping on motherfucker. Oh, Longshot's got range. Okay, then we'll get 2 set up again. It wants us right till the end. It wants us right till freaking end. Still one fire, blue fire piece here. Aware? Well, aware for itself. Doesn't matter. You need to be aware or not. But for me, I need to be aware. Okay, so I have 2 again. Check. Yeah, great. Okay. Actually. I was trying to climb on it. I guess if I push it this way, it's not. I can do work, I think, in theory. Yep, as I thought. There we go. And then there's not really much to this, so that's firstly get okay. Secondly, yeah, let's do this. Man. For some reason. Awful me. Reach this quickly. I know we're just probably gonna push it there anyway. What are we actually doing? Around. Yeah, we're gonna try this way. Yeah. Yeah, this way will allow the climb up method here. Push it along. And I think we need one of these to carry on, but I'm gonna make sure both are filled up still. And then we go this way. And go that way. And then, okay. Yeah, I'll probably that. Push that way, push that way. No, I think we'll be able to reach it doing this. I always kind of like loosely forget the puzzle. Yeah, that's the right. That is the thing. So you can do it in two. Yeah, you can do it. We'll get a song. Don't know if that's a good thing. My patience is everything. And yeah, it's probably quicker to do that. You actually get to use and move stuff. Okay. So, you realise what we're hoping for here, right? We're hoping for vanilla iron boots. What we're hoping for. Put French vanilla. Wow. Deku seeds. Fantastic. Okay. We've got ourselves a song. Okay. Get rid of all of that. We've got that clear. ZF iceberg is useless. ZF bottom is useless. So all that's left is to reset this dungeon so we can get out the front. We still have to Thor King Zora, which I think was the right call to leave at second, even if it is the boots, because it's just actually I say that if we got the boots we wouldn't have to go into the dungeon, I suppose, but yeah, whatever. We took the attrition check. It didn't pay off. It's not paid off once, I don't think. In fact, the attrition checks. Well, that's not true. Wow. Well, that is some knowledge. Wow. Almost pissed off by it, in fact. Cool, so either way, let's do this. You need some of this to thaw the shop as well. Not only that, doing shop sanity, but something to bear in mind. Sure. You want the Zora tunic? Okay. We're on 18. We're on a fucking team. There is only one place we can go left. We are going to last location this in Spirit Temple. I'm almost certain. Okay. So that's all we can do. Now we gotta go a long way as well because we haven't unlocked the shortcut yet because we didn't have the shield. So this seed is second half of it has been terrible. It's been honestly terrible. I did take some leads in that, like, Hover Boots Shadow Temple sort of mentality, I guess. But the clues weren't very good this seed. They were very mild. What am I doing? They're very mild clues. Oh no, we're doing this way. So what am I doing? Indeed. Yeah, the clues have been awful. The clues have been shocking. Some of them, because it was like stuff that was very early attainable stuff, and it's like, okay, cool and all, but I'm gonna get this in like 2 checks time. Thanks for that. Could be worse. Could have been a worse situation. Yeah. That's a bad honk. And yes, could happen. That one too. Okay. I should turn on the bonks equals damage thing. There you go. An old trick. Okay, could you be the one? Please. Thank fuck. Holy. That was one of the worst hunts I think I've ever done in this with rules so simple as this. Well, I don't have Serenade. So what I plan to do... What do I plan to do about Serenade? I guess we do that. And we hope for a very quick water temple. I needed to use that one, by the way. Oh, I skipped an earlier chest, so I got lucky actually. I just realised that could have been painful. So I skipped the one where you use the mirror to reflect another sun block and lets you into the room in the nice room, statue nights, whatever you call it. Oops, sorry. Okay, so we're going to Hylia. You see, I don't have. It's Ocarina of Time for. Do you know what would have been funny though? If it was on the boss, I would have had the 3, and then I would have gone prelude to light here, done the Ocarina of Time scene. Although, oh, that's a child Link thing, so that would have taken too long actually. I was thinking, but that, yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, maybe you could do that and then go back to Child Link, get the Ocarina of Time, then just teleport yourself with, was it Serenade of Water? The ultimate laziness. This has honestly been one of the worst seeds, like, because at least in ones where it's like Frogs in the Rain, or when I had that on, or Horseback Archery, or even like I said, Ocarina of Time, the song on Ocarina of Time being an important one that you get to a dungeon. It's never been... The hunt has never been that bad. Ever. It's never been that bad. And I didn't really make terrible mistakes. I picked a few things I'd rather do. But it wasn't Nice Cabin in the end, so that wasn't even a bad choice. It's just, it was in Spirit, and why would one go back to Spirit when you've only got 3 checks left? When you've got bigger attrition in even the remainder of Fire Temple, right? Made more sense than Spirit, because although you had to beat Bob Badger to get through to it, there was still like 10 checks or whatever, right? So it just made sense. Yeah. Anyway, we're here. We've done it. Let's just hope for a God Water Temple. But we had a God Water Temple last time, and we're not going to get that twice. So I'm a realist here. So let's do what we normally do. Oh, liking the burgundy. What do you call that? Claret, maybe? Crimson. Probably crimson. It's a little more red than claret. I should know. I support claret. God please. But yeah. Does look like a bit like Northampton Town. Like, oh, I'm Link. I don't talk, but I support Northampton Town for cobblers. Yeah. Come on, England. I can score a goal, innit? Okay. 17 minutes. Will I get the game finished in 17 minutes? Probably not, actually. But I could. I've only got 2 snoozes because I snoozed last time. Don't get it back until I think 1 ad cycle, if I recall. Anyway, let us hope. Let's not do that yet. Let's wait and see what happens in this room. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Absolute jokes, man. Absolute jokes. Fucking comedians, man. Okay, what we got? Start us off. Hey, key. Okay, so that'd be map chest. Now. We can do this. This would be fantastic. So I am not great at this. I'll have all of you. Like the water levels. But I think what you do, you do this. You go to the corner. You roll in. You even roll in? I don't know if you roll in. I think you just... Let me just test it on the... okay, so I think it's possible. Okay. There we go. Still got it. Still got it. I just forgotten if I had to roll first or... But I think I'm going to do it. Okay. Apple chest. Okay, not bad. But hey, we know now. We know early for this one, which is a nice change. And then... Lazy mode engaged. We could use fire arrows. I am not going to. Magic? Sorry, I care a lot about my magic. Okay. It's a bit slow now, so I'm surprised I got that. Okay, so torch chest. Key. Keys are not bad. I prefer the boss key, but keys are not bad. Okay. Here's the dragon chest, which I want to avoid if I can. Hey, Hackmat, how you doing? Okay, we want to go... I don't want to go to the dragon chest. I'm doing okay. This seed is really terrible, though. Just... Oh, I don't know if I could share it. Let me see if I can share it very quickly. All this. No, window capture. Way tracker. There we go. Go with that. Let's put it up there. Just to give an idea of the situation, anything in green is a check remaining. It is a check that's remaining in this game. Oh, did I flip that horizontally? I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Hold on. Center to screen. There we go. Cool. So, in this game, anything that's green is an item that you can find to complete it. And to get go mode, I needed 2 items. I needed the Zora tunic, the water tunic, and the iron boots. And it turned out it was in a spirit temple on the topmost chest, the one just there. Well, you can't see that actually, but yeah, topmost chest. So the second last chest, the spirit temple. And I couldn't do it originally because I didn't have the shield. So I had to go find a shield. I think I got that from the fire temple potentially. Or did I get it from... Is potentially the fire temple or bottom of the well. It might have been bottom of the well, actually. Which you do as a child. So it was confusing. You can see here I've got basically 0 checks left as child Link and as adult Link. Like... 1 check in GTG, which you can't see. That's just Ganon's Castle, this one here, so that doesn't even count. That is the Twin Rover and Water Temple, which we're doing now. So, go 2 maps just to show. Yeah, in fact, no, don't do 2 maps. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, this is all that was left. So stupid. The blue square is Ocarina of Time. So, that's where you get the song when you've beat the first 3 dungeons as a child. So that would be, in this case, you would have to complete Fire, Spirit, and Shadow. But I completed Fire and Shadow. I nearly completed Spirit. But the Ocarina of Time will still give you vanilla Ocarina of Time. And I've set it up so that the song on the Ocarina of Time isn't an important song. So it was only Prelude of... is it Prelude of Water? Sorry, Serenade of Water. So it would have only been Serenade of Water, which is just a teleport song, right? So teleport songs aren't as important. You know, it saves you some time, but it's not going to stop you from completing the game. So I made sure that that was the case. Anyway, we have a game to finish. So Let's see if we can do this. This is a bookshop, right? No, it's not. Is this the dragon room? I always forget which one's which. I actually forget which one's which. But yeah, we're on the end game. We are in the end game now, finally. And we're still going to get finished in 2 streams, which is what I aim for normally. Try and do them in 2 streams where possible. Is it logical, like, you can get a check that you totally need in the area where you need that check to enter? So would that be like saying... what would be a good example? Okay, so like, for example, maybe like the water tunic. Because you could technically get into the water temple without the water tunic, but to fully clear the water temple, you do need the water tunic to beat there's one room in the dungeon where you have to be able to breathe underwater for a long time, and most people can't get into that room, clear the room out, beat the enemies, get the chest, and then leave the room without drowning. So you could use it to get into the dungeon, but you can't. You would then have to find a chest before in the water temple that would have the blue tunic before you get to that room. So yes, it is possible. Sometimes you can have like items that you need for the same dungeon you're currently in, but generally it depends on the dungeon. How many items there are in the dungeon is usually... Oh, this is the dragon room. I didn't want to go in here. I didn't want to go in here. But yeah, it generally depends on how many items there are in a dungeon. So if there's only going to be one chest before an area where you need something, the chances are going to be very low that you need to go in there, right? It's more likely going to be you want to go somewhere with like 8 to 10 checks. Oh no, you can never be soft locked. You can never be soft locked in this. No, not logically. No, you can't be soft locked. It's coded in a specific way. So I don't know how familiar you are with like computer science. In any... Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, that's good news. We can leave. Okay, I'm glad I did go down here then, after all. But yeah, so from a computer science perspective, let me get... Draw it. We'll keep this nice music going. Yeah, it would suck. It would genuinely suck. But, let me... Another... Window capture? I don't know if window capture will work here, but let's try it. Paint. No, it probably won't work, but let's see. Maybe it will. No. Okay. Let me just try game capture. Is paint a game, technically? I would say no, but okay. Let's try it anyway. Capture specific window. There's paint. Okay, can't see paint either. Is there any full screen application? Great. How do you capture paint? Let me just try this quickly. Sorry, I need to solve this. Restart. Oh god. Displace capture source and crop it to capture. What? Display capture. Come on. Sorry, I'm trying to solve this. Well, that's probably it. I will say, I'll give you one caveat. Somebody who's good at the game might set up some custom rules that allows them to be potentially soft locked if they know glitches, for example, how to get out of those soft locks. That is the one caveat that can happen. So with A Link to the Past, the Super Nintendo Zelda game, you can definitely get out of you can 100% get out of certain soft locks if you know big glitches in the game, which some people do know. Oh, here we go. There we go. That's easier. Enough. Let's go like that. Like that. Okay. So, let me just do that. So, okay. So, bit of a lesson, I guess, in let me just send it to screen, and then quickly I just need to do one more thing. Okay. Cool. So right. So basically what you have, if you think of everything in the game is an item, right? And that would be what you call a node, or a vertices, as it's technically called, I guess, but a node would be what a lot of people call it, or a sphere. Some people call it a sphere as well. Actually, no, sphere is something different. Forget what I said. It's a node or a vertices. And basically, your ultimate goal is to have, I'm going to put, the one on the right is like your end game. Basically what I'm going with here is to complete the game, you would need, lightning, arrows. Well, first you need a bow. Actually, you need a bow. So you can have the lightning arrows. You need... What else do you need? You need 6 medallions. What else do you need? You technically have a sword, because you'd have a master sword, always. You need a... You need a secondary weapon, hammer, big Goron. Because you need to fight the final boss, you basically need that. Otherwise it's just not possible. Big Goron. Big Goron. Sorry, big Goron sword. So there's put this way, this is just some of them. There's probably a few other things that I'm forgetting that you need at this point to get to completing the game, right? So when you start a game, you basically get to make these decisions, right? Where I'm going to go, so your first link to get to there is you're going to make a decision, and your decision you're going to make is I'm going to go to Mido's house in Kokiri Forest, right? And that's what you call like a sphere 0 check, and basically anything where you have 0 requirements. So for this node here is just start of game, right? Nothing happens at start of game. You've done nothing. You've made 0 decisions yet. But you decide to go to Mido's house, and then from Mido's house you get 4 checks, right? So you get 4 different items, and let's say one of those items is is 10 Deku sticks. Actually, let's put all the items in one node. It'll be easier. So one of the items is 10 Deku sticks. You get Deku shield. This is in the same room. There's 4 items. There's 4 unlockables in that room. You get Deku shield. You get slingshot, and you get Deku nuts. So this is the best luck you've ever had in the world, right? We're talking here, but you get Deku shield, slingshot, Deku nuts, Deku sticks. You could get Kokiri sword, and that would also be fine instead of Deku shield. Because you've got all of these items now, you can go. You've still got other options, right? So you can you can start a game. You can do that. You could go to. Alternatively, you could go to the. What's it? Kokiri sword location. So it's the location. Okay. And then maybe instead you get so here you get what would be a good example? You get bombs. Bomb bag. Okay. So generally what you'd probably do is you'd probably do both of these checks together because they're both free checks, right? But in this example, you're only going to check one of them, right? And because we've got the Deku Shield, Slingshot, Deku Nuts, and 10 Deku Sticks, the most logical conclusion of where we probably want to go at this point is we probably want to go complete Deku Tree. So we want to go in and complete the Deku Tree. And inside the Deku Tree, we will find items as well. And, you know, you're starting to see the picture now. Whereas in the bottom scenario, okay, assume that we don't go and check both locations. We just check one location and make a decision off of that. Because it's just an example. In the real world, you would check everything and then you'd make a decision. But because of this, you would then go... okay, so I've got a bomb bag. I could go and do... What I'd probably do first is I would probably do viral overworld checks. Because there's a lot of locations you could bomb. That is an alternative. Another one you could do is you could go and do some, but that should be that Lost Woods. So you could go Lost Woods. That could be an option. Oh, the ad just gone off. Oh, great. Ooh. I did not realize that was about to happen. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait, do not solve this bomb here. Just do this. Sorry, because ads are still going. I'm just gonna clean up actually. Generative eat. Not real. Okay. Right, I have it sorted. We are good. We are back to being good. Okay. I could have made another coffee. So we'll go and finish. We'll clearly finish thingy in a second. More. I was gonna say Morpher. We will do that in a second. But I'm just want to explain, like, just so people get a vague idea. Like, this doesn't even begin. This is a very high level graph theory based logic. Like, it goes deeper than that. There's more nodes there than what you would draw here in this example. Like, for example, start a game. Really what you say is you go to Mido's house, you would open one chest, and then that would lead to another node, which would open another chest, and then another node, which would open another chest, and then another node would open another chest. And then you'd have a variation of that where you open those 4 chests in a different order, and then a third version where you open the chests in another order, and then a 4th version where you open the chests in the final order. And, like, you know, that is like, graphs are built a lot wider than you know, this every variant happens, and you build out this big network of what can talk to each other. And yeah, that's important. So anyway, it looks like everyone's back now, right? I think that's fair to say. Yeah, the art of like graph theory is basically you're creating this network which we can visually map out in here, but technically it's all created using code. And actually, if you do higher level mathematics, where you know like matrices and you know matrix, I guess, both 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional matrix, you can actually do a lot of graph-based stuff with. You can do it with 2, but having 3 can be a lot easier, just to do extra calculations and stuff. But yeah, it's really interesting and really exciting. I've not done it in a couple of years myself, but I used to do stuff like when I did a bit more algorithmic programming for a few years. You have to know sort of stuff like this, which is kind of cool. Anyway, going back to the example, you have the bomb bag, right? So we said, let's assume. Oh, if you've done that, then you if you've done any graph, yeah, like matrix, you get like node, well, vertices and edges, right? You get that. So, really, even these two talk to each other, really, right? So these two would talk to each other. Even getting the bomb bag, you might be silly enough to want to go to the Deku tree. You might want to be silly enough and do that. But then you've got alternatives as well with the bomb bag. So your choices might be you want to go to. You might want to go to. Sorry, I'm trying to recall what we did before the break. So you might want to go to Lost Woods. And that would be valid. There's a few things you can blow up there. You can do the Wolfos grotto, things like that. Your second option, you might want to go do Hyrule Overworld. Again, there's a few bombable areas there. Don't require much else other than the ability to break them. And then you get some gossip stones as well. So that's some information. And then final one, I guess you get. Well, it's not really the final one. You could go straight to Market Town. Market. Well, I'll go Market Town. And then from there you could do you know, you could do bomb shoe bowling. And then you see where this is going, but like it all gets variable. This is where I'm going to end it. Obviously, I think we get the point. Here, you get bomb shoe bowling. You can do the slingshot version of the gallery. And then there's many other things as well. You know, you could go and do the Malon and Talon heart, all that sort of stuff. And you know, these will probably link together. You could do this. Oops, you could go here straight after. You can go once you've done Lost Woods. You could go Hyrule Overworld. Yeah, exactly. Because you need a bomb bag or bomb choose. Well, it depends on the rule sets you select at the start when you create your game. But the point is, you can do all of this. You can go do that. You could go do that. It all links together, right? And something here can't access, say, you know. Let's go with, it can't, like, let's go with Fire Temple. You can't access Fire Temple yet because there are nodes that we haven't got yet, which, you know, we don't know about yet. that we need to basically work out to be able to get to Fire Temple. So because you know what the requirements here are, and you've done some shuffling of the medallions, where the medallions are, and then where all the items are as well, you can basically sort it in a way that goes, okay, well, they need this. They need these requirements to open this, and they need this to open this, and you can work backwards and backwards. And sometimes there's two ways to get it right. So a Zora tunic. Let's go Goron tunic. Goron tunic's easier. Let's say the Goron tunic is the item version of the Goron tunic will lie somewhere in the world. But also you could get an adult wallet, which gives you 200. If you have 200 rupees, you can just buy it from Goron City. So there's a lot of ways you can approach a seed in this game. But basically, because the people who make these randomizers work on a graph theory, shops can be random, but if you're playing basic rules, they're not. But they can be random. You can turn on a rule set called Shop Sanity, and that will make it random. I don't do it because it's for people who have a lot of time on their hands, which I don't have, generally speaking. Okay. Still gotta get the... Ah, shit. Oh, actually, hold on. Why don't I just go... Doesn't it just work like this? It adds more variety, but it works both ways. It does work both ways. You could argue, yes, more checks equals... You might not have to go into certain dungeons, but then if the seed is generated the other way, then you've got to do a lot of checks before you get there. Need to go over there. Oh, shit. Okay. Right. Let's solve it. I've got 2 pieces. Yeah, we'll be fine. Actually, I could have gone onto that. I should have gone onto that middle row. Yeah, but there's still 2 checks in the wild, though, for that. And you still need the adult's wallet anyway to get the shop version. So you need 200 rupees, which you don't have straight away. That's always a thing. That's always going to be an issue, regardless. Even if you play just normal. But it gives you options. That's the point I'm trying to make. And because you can work off of these graphs in code form, you can basically prevent any logic being impossible. Because the game will distribute everything fairly. Okay. We won't go up here, right? I've still got 1 key, so that's good. You fucker. I wasn't turned around right. But yeah, it's definitely an interesting way of approaching things, and like if like the technology side does interest people, it's really interesting how, and same with like Mario ROM packs as well, like Kaizo Mario, like how they make how they actually make these things exist, right? It's very incredible. It's got to be done in a certain way because you know, taking a ROM and modifying it is technically against Nintendo terms of service. I guess you could even call, like, say it breaks laws, right? At the very least, you would get a cease and desist from Nintendo if you took a game like Zelda or Mario and you just changed the content, changed the code. You literally changed the code for your own needs. That's against Nintendo. I call it terms of services, but that's a very like online era sort of terminology, so it's not quite the same. But yeah, you know, like they would get their lawyers effectively, regardless, and do something. So how this is okay and how it still lies is effectively, you could call it grey area, I guess. But it's called patching. So, okay, that door was weird there. Yeah, it's called patching. So, effectively what you do, and I've never really seen it in action on a 3D game, but it should be the same. On the 2D game, basically what you do is you work out... Actually, I guess I have. I've done like... When I played Resident Evil Village, we did a bit of work to work out certain like speedrun strategies, because that's what I was speedrunning the other day. And we did that by altering memory addresses. And if you alter memory addresses, you can change the behavior of the game. Which is... Hello? Oh, don't worry there. Okay, so I'm going to try and quick kill as well here. I'll get back to the other topic in a second, but for a quick kill, keep it in the corner. You effectively slash it. And then you... Oh, I fucked it. I actually fucked it. You just... you need to have that ready. I didn't have it ready. Okay. I'll try it. You keep it in the corner and you just crouch stab it. It wasn't a nice try at all. It was awful. I should be one-shotting this. That's okay. We'll do it again. There. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, I didn't have my crouch stab set up. It probably wouldn't have mattered anyway, to be honest, now I think about it, because you keep it in the corner. So even if you don't have the full damage, it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, well played in the end. Okay, so yeah, effectively with these games, so when I played Resident Evil Village, there was two things we wanted to do. One, we want to learn where, there you go, there's the medallion at least. We want to learn where certain points happen in the game, so that when we have a timer, like you see the timer I've got above me, this is live split, and you can actually program live split to you can program live split to automatically split on certain sections of games. That means you don't have to keep pressing the button and remembering to press the button, and it makes life so much easier. But to figure that out, you have to do a lot of trial and error and figure it, like mess about with memory addresses. So when you mess with memory addresses, you sort of watch to see if a new value has been written into the memory address. You can try changing the values yourself. And they're called cheat tables. Now, if you want to go really far back to the 90s at least, there used to be cartridges you could buy called Game Shark, Game Genie, what else was it? Explorer, Exploder. They were all these things you could insert into your games console, be it PlayStation, the Super Nintendo, N64 one there was. And what they would do is they would allow you to activate cheats. But all they were really doing is they were rewriting memory addresses. That's all they were doing. But under the hood, they were just rewriting memory addresses. And yeah, that's basically what we did in speedrunning for the auto splitters. And when you make a ROM or ROM hack, that is what you're doing as well. You're effectively looking at memory addresses and ways you can overwrite it. And that's why it's okay, because what you do is you keep the original game as it is. You don't change the original game at all. You keep the game exactly the same. You leave it preserved. But you then patch on top your own work, which is the memory address changes, and you have yourself a new, fresh version of the game. It's a mod. It's effectively a mod. It's like modifying a game on a PC, right? It's like making Skyrim graphics nicer, or having Thomas the Tank Engine as a dragon. You know, it's the same concept in essence, right? Except you're doing it with really old consoles, which is really cool. Like I love all that, and it fascinates me. I really wanted to contribute to Link to the Past stuff years ago. I never really got into the community. I want to be very clear. I never I played the game, but I never really got involved in the tech community of it as much as I wanted to. But I really did want to at one point. But yeah, it's kind of cool, this sort of stuff. I mean, I work in a computer science job, right? Again, these days it's less. It's less about. It's for what I do complex code, but honestly, it's not really algorithmic programming. I do a lot of like integration work. So when we want to code something with a third-party system, like say accounting software, then yeah, I basically create the link between our software or our application, it's not software, and their application. And we get the data back, all that good stuff. Yeah, blah blah blah. Anyway, yeah. So I don't really do crazy algorithmic programming anymore, but it still excites me. Yeah, 1 heart. Yeah, the worst kind as well. The recovery heart. Anyway, we're nearly there. I've been yapping for a bit, I know, but I think it's cool to talk about things like that and like graphing. And again, I gave a very abridged, very high level version of it. A very high level version. I would love to chart out a map myself of a graph of a game and just work it out. It'd be really cool. I know the Resident Evil games are very, like the older ones, the very old ones where you open different doors. They're very difficult to code for as well because they're linear games. They branch out, but each section of the game is linear. So if you want to play like Resident Evil 1, for example, you start off in the mansion, but then you go to the guest house afterwards. Then after you do the guest house, you come back to the mansion, and then once you do the mansion, you then go to the caves, and once you do the caves, you could go in Remake, you go back to the mansion, I think. Oh, you do the lease a bit, and then once you do that, then you go to the lab at the end, and it's very linear, right? So even though there's like areas you can freely explore, it is kind of linear. So that's just something to bear in mind. So some games can be easy to soft lock in. Yes, fine. It can happen, yes. Okay, what do I do? What the fuck? I hate this game sometimes, man. I don't hate this game. I hate playing this game with this controller where I don't press buttons. I do hate it. Why did that happen? Why did that? Why did that happen? Why did that happen? Okay. Try that. We'll try that. Now I can't. Now I can't. Because that just pissed me off. TSPMO. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now that one I can't explain. Let me. Okay, it's a bit lower now. It was a bit too high, and it was like kind of messing me up a bit. Again. Just need one more. Damn. Okay. Slightly better. Don't do the move. Don't do the move. I mean, that wasn't the move I didn't want you to do, but didn't want you to do that one either, to be honest. The other move. Fast. Come on. Stop it. That's good. At least didn't do the other one. Just jinxed it. Again. Lock on. Sometimes be weird. I'm a vertical slasher at heart. I want to be very clear on that. I'm a vertical slasher. That's why I lock on. maybe go a bit lower, please. Oh, this is the one I didn't want you to do. Great. Okay, still hit me. Fantastic. Is it actually shooting? I've got like 3 things anyway, so I'm not. If I die, it's not the end of the world. I've got the fairy. This is awful. This is probably the worst Ganon I've done in a long time. The one last time went pretty smooth. Fucking shiter, man. Come on. Can you just fucking get me through my berries, whatever. I guess we use reflective shield or some shit. Oh wow, cool. Also knock me off. Why not? I don't. So I wasn't very clear. I don't enjoy the tennis fights anymore. Like, I don't enjoy them. Because this shit happens sometimes, and it's just like, oh, okay. Well, that wasn't the plan, was it? Yeah. Not my favourite bosses anymore. Probably need it. Like, just fucking give me the normal. If any shit happens again, I'm probably just gonna quit. To be honest, like we're at the end of the game. Don't care. Stressing me out more than I'm enjoying it now because of a stupid mechanic. Maybe I should just put them out of there. Oh, you actually. It's kind of funny, actually. It's kind of funny. Oh my god! Now that one was just a bastard move. Like, why do it? Why do it? Not today. Not today. Active brick. Why are you doing this move again? Like, does this even do anything? Can we fight back? I've never really tried to counter it. There's never been much of a problem. Oh, finally. Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Have some sympathy. Thank you. There you go. Right. Finished. I didn't have jump slash ready and I didn't want to jump because I'd fall off the edge. That's why I did what I did. This angle is weird. I've never had it like this ever, I don't think. Oh fuck, holy shit. This might be actually my least favourite seed I've ever done. You know, I think this is actually fast become this in the last this stream in particular. How do you go from having 5 out of the 6 medallions perfect? You just gotta go do maybe one dungeon, you'll get the item you want. No, let's just needle in a haystack it and make it near impossible to find the boots. Like, now. Okay, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. I've got 2 fairies as well, so if for some reason I have some bad luck here as well, it's like I just wanna be done. I want to be done 10 minutes ago, which normally would be the case. Sorry, it's kind of funny though. It's kind of funny. But I am going through all the emotions. Shut up. Shut up, Zelda. Okay, now. Also, I've got 18 hearts, by the way. Like, that is a dead giveaway. Let's see the sun. There we go. Okay. This fight's going a lot better, clearly, as you can probably tell. Okay. Also, I skipped the escape sequence because nobody likes escape sequences. It's just... You go with emotions, right? It's not really that exciting. Shut up. Yeah. Right, fine. Jeez. Wow, we might sub 8 minutes. We might. Okay, I've talked a lot. Bear that in mind. Yeah, bear that in mind. I've yapped a lot in between. We've taken breaks and all that good stuff, so, you know, let's not get too hung up on the time. I'm actually not going. Hello? Okay, that was 10 minutes. Please ignore what I said. That was 10 minutes. But, sorry, 8 hours. That was on the dot. But for some reason it didn't execute. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that finally, dang, God, sometimes this game can be the best feeling. Sometimes you play with a PS4 controller where your C buttons are on your right thumbstick, and the dead zone on this is crap. And I don't know, some buttons phantom press, as you saw like in the last fight. Ugh, just wow. Okay. It's done. I can. Hey, let's look at it this way. This game's now made me want to play Octopath Traveler again. So congratulations, you've done your job, I guess. What day's tomorrow? Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Yeah. Fantastic. I'm excited. Yeah. Ooh. With it being Friday, that is the last day of the work week, so don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I'm going to, let's say, I'm going to Salisbury on Saturday, and I'm going to be at Deftones on Sunday, so they're 100% no stream. But I want to finish Octopath by next Thursday, and as we can only do 2 chapters a day, that means I need to start approaching this from, I need what, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday I'll be traveling up to Manchester. So maybe I do stream tomorrow. I'm going to call it like 75% yes on stream tomorrow, because that means I've got, yeah, tomorrow. And I don't really want to spend money until payday, because as I said, I've got to buy a train for Salisbury still. It's going to be expensive. I've then got to drink in Salisbury. It's going to be fine. Then Sunday, I go Deftones, and I'm going to the gaming market. I don't even know where that money's going to come from. Like, I can afford maybe one game. No drinking at Deftones, which is fine, I guess. And then I just hope that I make it to Monday, and yeah, Monday's payday. But then when I get paid, then then I've got to put all the money into like mortgage and everything and nothing, and then because I'm going to a festival. I am actually going to a festival in the end of this week and then the week after. But I bought all the tickets for that, so that shouldn't be a problem. But it's just it's the travel I have to pay for, and then I've got to pay for my August ones as well. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have a fun few weeks, but there's gonna be some days where I'm just gonna have nothing, and I'm just gonna have to basically eat bread and all the time. Yeah. Nah, I'll probably afford some food, but geez, it's just like last 2 years, man. Like the prices in the UK have just got ridiculous. Everything is just ridiculous. So yeah, gonna think about it. So maybe I will stream tomorrow, because that means I don't go out. If I don't go out, then I don't spend. You know, smart. Anyway, normally I would let the cutscene play out, but honestly, it's getting on a bit. It's getting a bit late. I don't want to hold people up just for a and all that crap. But yeah, what I will say is, let's go. Do you know, I'm going to up it to 80% yes. If I don't, my reason is that there will be a very good reason from like a friend or otherwise, like maybe a band is playing that my friends are in or something. But generally speaking, I think I will be free tomorrow. So yeah, let's see what happens. And it'll be Octopath Traveler again, so we'll get on with chapter 4. I will have a review and see which ones are the best chapters to do. Primrose is obviously going to be the weakest character, so maybe we start with her story, get it over with, and see how hard it's going to be. But I'll figure it out, who's weak, who's strong, and we'll get that finished. We'll do 2 chapters tomorrow. Maybe we could do 3 chapters tomorrow if we're lucky. We'll work it out. Maybe 4 if I'm really lucky, but I doubt that. But we'll try and do some. And then, as I said, Saturday I can't stream. Sunday I can't stream. Monday I can stream. Tuesday I can stream. Wednesday I can stream. Thursday, Friday. Oh no, yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be gone. I'll be back on Monday. Then with Tuesday and Wednesday I can stream. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll be gone. Sunday I'll be back, and then we're good to August. But yeah, I'll be darting about. That's just the summer for me, because I love festivals and all that. What I personally did is all the chapters for the first team 4, and then BitLock me play through it, and then using the other characters. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. I've got everyone that's like team 2 is about level 35, so they're about 10 levels behind. Maybe I could just. I think I should do Ophelia's first. Let's do Ophelia's first, actually. If I do Ophelia, she's the protagonist, right? If I complete the protagonist story, I think the swapping becomes available, if I'm correct. And then if that's the case, then I can just send a squad of 4, the 4 weakest ones, to level up together, and then we can just get to level 40 maybe, and then bring one of them at a time. Maybe that's what I do. I bring one of them at a time with each of the other characters. Cool, I will do that then. I'll do that. That's probably the plan. And then I can at least bring the week 4 together, and they can all like grind, and we can try and get the new jobs. Maybe that will give them a stat boost potentially. We'll work it out, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be it for me. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a good one today. I want to make sure I got ages till I had to kick off anyway. But yeah, just to recap, it took 8 hours exactly. And if you look at my items up above, really high up, I used practically everything. Yeah, my team was about, level 25 and you finished chapter 3. Ooh. Wow, must have been tough to do that, but fair play. You got it done. Yeah, I said my chapter 3 is, I've got a team of like 50, late 40s and 50 Ophelia, 53 Ophelia, I think. And then I've got the rest of the team is like 34 all the way to 39, I think. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's going to be tomorrow. So that's going to be it. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a good one. Thanks for being patient when I had breaks and all that as well. And thanks for being patient when the boss was really shit there, because it was bad. And being patient for the bad luck that I had for trying to find the iron boots. We got there in the end. And we got to explain graph theory, so it wasn't all bad. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. 80%. Yeah.